Brand owners constantly fail because they think that they need to make better products to make more money. But this is completely false. Liquid Death is a company that sells regular old water, but is valued at nearly $1.5 billion. They use a set of principles that is crucial for any brand that wants to be successful. Liquid Death charges 3 times more than their competitors for the same exact product, because the reality is that the price or the offering is not what truly matters, and neither is the actual item that's being sold either. At Pink Studios, this is exactly what we do for clients, allowing them to make 3 times more selling the same exact product or service. So in this video, we're going to provide a 3-step framework that mirrors just how Liquid Death is able to pull this off, and how you can as well. Step 1. The enemy. Brands that fail all have something in common. They stand for nothing. But why does that matter? Let's take a look at how Liquid Death utilizes this fact. Most bottled water brands sell purity. Think about clear bottles, blue labels, mountains, and clouds. Liquid Death is the exact opposite of that. And in making such a stark contrast, they were able to clearly define the enemy and what they stood against. This is an important principle that a lot of companies forget entirely about. As a brand, you should either be standing for something or standing against something. In this video, we're focusing on the conflict, because conflict is one of Liquid Death's main drivers that allow it to succeed. Psychology shows that people easily form identities around conflict. People just don't rally over products that stand for nothing. They rally around stories, identities that make them feel like they're on the right side of something. Up to 94% of consumers say that they will be loyal to brands that they feel emotionally connected with, meaning that the brand's feelings outweigh the features by a mile. And conflict is just one of the many ways that Liquid Death creates these emotions. People aren't buying the water Liquid Death sells, but the identity that comes along with standing with them. This can be further seen in the second principle. Step 2. The tribe. When you allow people to stand with you, you allow people to identify with you, to connect. But emotion isn't the only benefit to this connection. Another important benefit of this is people marketing for you. You see, when people resonate with a product, they rep it. And when they rep it, they become a walking advertisement. Choosing the right tribe is important here. Marketing to everyone is where a lot of people go wrong. Think of the person you're actually selling to. Liquid Death chooses a very specific type of person. Skaters, musicians, gym bros, creatives, people who want to look rebellious without being unhealthy. And here's the key. Liquid Death didn't talk at them like a corporation. They talked like them. Their ads read, "Murder your thirst. Don't be a plastic using sellout. Water from the Alps for people who don't care about the Alps." And this here is more valuable than you think, because around 70% of consumers prefer to buy with brands they engage with. And this isn't just a do it if you prefer type of thing for your brand, because another brand with the same or better idea or proposition will come along and take your customers or audience if they don't feel as aligned with you as they could be. Once you build your tribe, your audience becomes your distributors, not your ads, which leads to the final principle. Step 3. Packaging as marketing. This step could be the exact thing killing your profits, so pay attention. At this point, Liquid Death has an enemy, a tribe, but one thing is missing from our story here: the product itself. They turn the product into an advertisement. Think about it like this. Most water bottles are invisible. You drink them, you throw them away, no one cares. But Liquid Death built a can that you can't just ignore the same way that you do with something like Dasani or an Aquafina bottle. Now look at your product. What really separates you from your competitors? What makes your product any different than anything else you see on the market? Sure, Liquid Death sold water, arguably one of the most common and simple things. Whatever it is that you're selling doesn't have to be different in terms of the actual item, but the packaging contributes to the experience, the feeling. Bars stocked it because they felt like beer without being alcohol. Gyms stocked it because it looked cool in photos. Events stocked it because people posted it online. According to Nielsen retail data, 70% of purchase decisions at retail are made at the shelf, meaning the product's look plays as big as a role as advertising. That's exactly what Liquid Death exploited. When your customers create attention for you, your brand takes off in ways that aren't linear anymore. Businesses will think that marketing happens after the product is finished, but Liquid Death easily shows the opposite. And you need to realize this too. Marketing starts at the design table because the entire experience is crucial. It applies everywhere. Think about onboarding emails, invoices, delivery boxes, proposals, dashboards, reports. Anything that you do has an opportunity to create a feeling. Anything your customer touches, looks at, or even smells can either feel invisible or unforgettable. So although Liquid Death is just water, it isn't actually the same product. The experience is extremely different than anything other than just water you can find on the market. And the question you should be asking yourself is, how can I copy exactly that? And once you find that solution, your job is simple. Put it into everything. As a part of how customers discover, buy, experience, and talk about you. That's how you turn ordinary products like water into something that scales.